Good morning, Hot Wheels fans. Welcome to my Hot Wheels Redlines collection. Today, I'm starting my 1974 Hot Wheel collection showcase. And the very first car for 1974, in alphabetical order as we'll go, is the Alive 55. This was based off of the 69 version of the classic Nomad. So you can see here, you have the classic Nomad. Opening hood, cap wheels, very detailed base. So in 73, as we talked earlier, Mattel had run into some problems financially, shut down their California base manufacturing and moved everything to Hong Kong. So with that, they had found lead paint in the Spectraflame paint colors. So Mattel went with enamels. So in 73, you had the enamel paints, you had the hole-through wheels in the front with a cap in the rear, and you still had the detailed base, right? So in 74, they decided, part of saving money, and I'm not sure 100% how much it would save, but you can see they didn't detail the base as much. You have the rear end and part of the drive line, but the motor stuff is gone. They still use the enamel paint, and they felt from 73 that the enamel paint was not selling really well. So they came up with a pad system for painting tampos, and this was the first attempt at detailing their cars without decals. So you can see how they did this with a stamped tampo on the car. So they also, the early versions, you still had some of the capped wheels because they had some of the Live 55s left over when they changed the name from the classic Nomad to a Live 55. And there is a white interior version of some of these, and apparently they're really rare. I don't have any. I just, with the way I collect, I try to get as many cars as I can, and I'm not too worried about the variations. But they still had the opening hood. And from what I've read years ago, some of these cars, I guess, had the hood casted shut as a way to kind of save money. But some of the earlier versions, you still had the opening hood. So you can see this one is still very detailed. Nice interior if I can get in there, but They quit painting the front grille in 73, another way to save money. But you can see the green was what they called their standard color. And then they had an alternate color, which was a light blue. So this guy was their alternate color. So you still had the black interior, hole-through wheels. Like I said, they got rid of the engine on the base. Still have the opening hood. So some people say that this light blue is rare, but I kind of doubt it. I've seen a lot of these online, and they're varying prices. You know, it just depends on what a person's willing to spend, or if you hunt around enough, you could find them where they're affordable. But I think they did a really great job on these guys. So like I said, you have the Alive 55, you had the two colors, and then you had the first attempt at putting tampos, as we call them today, on the cars. which, like I said, began in 1974, and they still do it to this day. So it's a pretty cool technology from 1974 when they did this, and they still do it today in the 2020s. So that's pretty cool. At least it is to me. And with that, everybody, let me see. You got the classic Nomad. You have the Alive 55 from 73. And then you have the 2 from 74. I hope everybody's having a great day out there. I know it's Friday, so I hope you make the best of it. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you on my next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.